Right, in this video, in fact I'll stand a little bit. In this video we're going to do another test of the audio noise that comes out of the Nikon D600. This is in terms of the shutter noise that comes out of this. I had a bit of a problem with the Nikon D700 or D750, which said it had a quiet mode, a specific button that says it's quiet, and it even had a quiet high frames a second setting as well. However, it wasn't quiet at all. So first of all, let's just hear what it sounds like if we have it as a normal continuous high from here. So from this distance, this is what it sounds like. If we bring the camera closer to the microphone, that's roughly the volume. If I put it onto quiet mode, this is what it sounds like. Bring that closer to the microphone again. So the question is, how far away can we still hear that? If I go and stand all the way over here, and if you have it on continuous high, is there any difference? Now in this test I am hand holding the Nikon D600 and I'm shooting it in fairly continuous light, fairly alright light, and I'm testing to see how well the autofocus full time face detection AFFF works when because it's meant to be focusing on my face. It should be able to detect it. I'm shooting with a fast f2.8 lens, the Tamron 24-70, so it's wide enough so my face isn't distorted enough that it shouldn't be able to figure out what my face is and what it isn't. I tried this earlier with the Nikon 10.5mm fisheye, and it was hunting all over the place. It was noisy, and I think it may just be that the fisheye, it couldn't quite recognise what was a face because it's all screwed up. But I can feel it, although with the Tamron 24-70 VC lens is a very quiet autofocus. You can still hear it hunting, or just constantly readjusting. You can barely hear it from outside of the camera, but from inside the camera, its face detection ability at the moment, it seems like Nikon just doesn't quite have it sorted. Right, now got it on AFF, now with a little face on it, so it should be more looking at my face. And if I with the Nikon, should be able to come really close, but it's really struggling to focus on what the face. Maybe it's because it's a fisheye actually. Looks like the Nikon D600 is having the same problem with the different exposure settings that you get in live view or non-live view settings. So if I take a photo, that's what it's considering to be an adequate exposure. Okay, interesting. Let's just see that again. I'll show you that one. That's what it's saying is an adequate exposure. Okay, fine. But then, if I press a live view in a second, watch what happens to the settings. So we're around about 120th of a second. Now we're down to 20th of a second. Completely different exposure settings for what it considers to be the same photo in either live view or without live view on. Does anybody know what that is about?